Welcome to another 3DSMAX warm-up. Today we're going to be doing a mechanical pin type deal for like furniture pieces and whatnot that I found around the house. So we're going to start with a cylinder. And we are going to do 8 sides. Just a 1 cap. Height segments we are going to do 6 for now. And I think that's pretty good. So we can just round this off. 15 by 115. That seems a little... I'll do 85. There you go. Modify, we're going to call this pen. Go ahead and put an edit poly on it. And the first thing that we're going to do, because this pen is rounded at the top and it has holes in it. So I think the first thing that we're going to do is we want to actually select these areas where the holes be. So I'm doing back and front. You can see with a wireframe we've got those lined up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do an inset. Just make this bigger so I can about like so. Just going to right click and do target weld. And I'm going to start by target welding these over. I'm going to perspective and do the other side. So we're getting these like diamond shaped. I mean, really, it's a square. It's a square rotated. We're just kind of taking a shortcut to make this shape. Alright, so then I'm going to go into edge mode. And let's go ahead and let's do front view actually, and let's just drag select these edges so we get both sides. Just these edges, and then we're just going to do backspace to remove those, and select those around, and you'll see that they nicely connect around. Let's go ahead and do that. Here as well. And I'm going to change this color to gray. I feel like it's a little bit more visible. Alright, so we have our shape here. I feel like it's maybe not quite square enough, so I'm going to select this row and this row. And I'm just going to, actually we could just select the whole thing really. And let's just go ahead and scale it until we have kind of a square. And let's Control Z and do the top together. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Alright, and so my scale is set. If you check up here, you've got where your pivot is when you scale, and so currently right now I'm just using pivot center for each individual selection object. Alright, and so we can move on to our next piece. I'm going to go into my front view, select this middle point and hit delete, and this middle point, hit delete. So now we have our fancy holes here. And we'll go ahead and select the top here and extrude that up. About so. And we're going to need to do that for the bottom as well. So let's extrude that. And we'll just do the same amount. And actually, we're going to do the bottom another time. There we go. Just for fun. Okay, so now we want to kind of align these edges. So what I'm going to actually do here, yep, okay, so it does work. Okay, so we're just going to double click this side and then double click this side and do Control Backspace. And we're going to do the same thing for this one and this one, Control Backspace. And also for this one that we just Control Backspace. Alright, so now we have perfect squares, except for here, this one. We actually have a triangle at the moment, and we can go ahead and Control Backspace that one too. Okay, then what we're going to do is drag select across here to get this ring. And we're going to go ahead and do connect. And I actually want to, I don't know, I think we're just going to leave it right there. And you can also select one and just do ring. And then we can do our connect, ring, and connect. Now for the top, we are going to want to get a specific shape here. So let's go ahead and select these and bring them down. And I'm going to then select these double points on each side and bring those down. And this will end up giving us for the roundish shape that we're going to have. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Bring these down. And then these two outer points, bring those down. Alright, and then for the top here, we're just going to use the cut tool. And let's actually go into our top view first. Then we cut across. Make sure our point is straight in the middle, because if you do it in perspective, you know, it cuts where we don't want. So top view, cut across. Okay, now that we have that, we need to have some polyflow on top. So we're going to go ahead and select these 4 polygons and do an inset, and we'll make it closer to the edge. That gives us this nice polyflow that follows around. And then we have polyflow around our holes as well. And let's go ahead and do a ring around here, or swift loop. I'm going to do it towards the bottom. And let's go ahead and select these borders and bridge them. That looks pretty good. I'll just click the button this time because we know it works. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Turbo Smooth on this and see how it's coming. So we'll do 2 iterations. And it's looking pretty good on top. That's really close to the pin that I have. Let's go ahead, and the only thing I see is that it's not quite a circle. So we'll go back to Edit Poly, and you can do Show End Result. And I'm going to go into Points mode. And, well, let's just select the whole thing, scale it down a little bit more. I'll turn show. Oh, okay, there we go. So that got us more of a perfect circle. There we go. I mean, I could make it bigger, but I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, that is definitely pretty. Look at that piece. Just beautiful. It's got that nice cutout, just like the pin. I mean, I wish I could just put the real thing right up there. Might just have to add that in sometime. But anyway, so yeah, that's looking real good. I mean, we could maybe even do one more iteration just for fun. We don't want to crash this lovely office computer, but there we have it. Nice pen.